there's this one that they usually do. That they will send you a message. They say, so and so you have won how many million?
Contact Mr. Abu.
Contact Mr. Abu.
To credit your money.
Like, so let's say you won 75,000 naira. How many thousand? Contact so person. Then you now contact the person. Then the person will now start telling you that that you should send 5K or 20K for them to be able to process your document or your paper.
Is it university admission?
You, Mr. Abu, carry 30,000.
Give Mr. Hassan the other one.
Give another 30,000. Me, just send me only 10K.
It's Case Talk Classes.
Okay, guys, it's such an amazing time to be alive and to have fun and, of course, enjoying this amazing glass of
closet alcoholic.
Hater.
But it's a glass now.
Hater.
It's a glass.
Forget about what Clinton is saying. My name is MC Mute, and I want to welcome you guys to another amazing episode of the Gist on Glasses podcast. But first of all, before we move on, I want to give a big shout out to our amazing sponsors, the Olive Place Apartments. Come on, guys. You need to visit this place. You need to visit this place. You need to visit
It's a no-brainer. Like, this place is fire.
Yeah. Definitely. So then, today, we're gonna before I will introduce the topic, let me introduce the people in the house. The law. Already, episode never started. You won't give me glass goals.
Can I give you? But are you not a closet code?
No. Of course, the law. And for the first time on the Gist on Glasses podcast, please, guys, put your hands together for the coach Peter. Hey, you know what, clap? I said put your hands together. Hater. Bad belly.
I shout.
Your belly bad. Your belly are not bad things.
I agree.
The law sit down next to me and he no really say clapping. Allow me make I clap now. At least probably next time if
now the law I dey talk to, now the law I dey refer to me in clap. You know do clap. But now today we are going to be unraveling the world of scams.
Hey.
Like the world of
Jesus.
Yeah. There's this song. I said I was going to sing this song. I know some of you will know this song. I don't know. I know this song. One day I just said, "Forward is no good at all." No. Now you quiet. I no go join you back up. Now you make I join this
I don't get involved
business.
with illegality.
No, now.
419 no be thief. It's just a game. Everybody they play.
For the records, I am not involved.
If anybody for mugu,
for the record,
my brother.
for the record, myself I no follow. But on a very serious
The
note,
fact say all of now they claim innocence for this thing.
no,
You never thief your father money before.
Never.
You dey mad. You don't thief meat for pot.
God forbid.
Now my family you call am now.
You don't thief meat. Don't be thief.
If you
Na scam with the talk.
Scam.
Wait. Let us unravel the technicalities that surround these things. There is stealing.
Yeah.
There is obtaining by false pretense.
Mhm.
And then there are other kinds.
Mhm.
So what you are saying is
So which kind are you specialized in?
Can we have this conversation another day?
but regardless of the name, we'll get to term
Call
them.
it.
In Nigeria, we still generalize them as stealing. Be it now meat I carry, or you pickpockets, or you steal by false pretense. The one we call Yahoo. Now still thief will still call.
No,
you
someone
again.
said that we should stop calling all these things. We should stop giving names. Money laundering, obtaining by false pretense, misrepresentation.
But you shouldn't be obtaining by false pretense. I know that.
all of
Scams.
Scam now. All of them might be the scams.
No, now they give an
That's what I'm saying. My friend is the same way they call them. Same way just they call us stealing. Same because if we put us stealing or call the person thief, say that thief. So you get away with the reason the matter differently.
They give
When you catch person like
Like the same thing that all of us they follow talk about. I be get another thing they talk about
money
one another.
laundering.
Money laundering are like
Money laundering no be stealing now.
You dey try wash the money, then
It's
you
just
come
the channeling,
you call
diverting
now.
It's not actually stealing in itself. Why they look me like that? Money laundering is not
I'm
stealing.
not looking. I'm trying to. I'm having a
But in some way, money laundering,
like an epiphany.
money laundering per se, it depends on the context. Check, for example, just recently, something happened in the EPL. A certain number of clubs, they filed losses in 5 years higher than the number of amounts they are not supposed to file a loss for. So a certain rule gave them access to exchange players within themselves. Then they'll just use it. I take player from you. I'll say I pay you a certain amount of money. Then the money I pay to you will be used to reduce your loss that you find that you had. In a way, just they use the players now, they wash our debt. Same circle, same thing. We just turn the circle and you say, okay, my debt has reduced by 10 million pounds. Your own has reduced by.
That one is
20.
not scam now. That's not scam. That's like finding a way. It's like that's what the law does. When you say this thing, but there's always the loophole in everything.
Definitely.
There's always a loophole. So that's a totally different ball game. Like that's not scam. That is finding a way around the situation.
I want to ask you, can someone like everyone of us, like, do you have an experience of being scammed and how did you feel after?
I think the only experience of scamming I've had is in 2020. Of course, everybody knows that it was a Ponzi scheme.
MMM.
No, not apart from MMM. After MMM, Project One.
Project One.
Okay,
Yes, because I heard a lot of people lost a lot of money. People lost in this also billions of naira. Like, yes, billions
so
of naira.
billions,
Yes. Billions of naira. A lot of people like lost money. A lot of marriages were lost because husband gave wife money for children's school fees. She went to go and double it and like.
She went to go and double it.
Yes.
Money doublers.
Then there was also the case of one church accountant that they gave him money for. I think it was building project that he used part of the money.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
He used part of the money for building project, used it for this whole thing. And so like I think people never learn. Human beings can never learn.
Well, it depends. See, as humans, we have a different greed level. What will tend to make you do something where it may be different for what will make me do that same thing. I might go into something just to gain 5,000 naira. Why for you look at it like, Kai, why would I settle for 5,000 naira? If I push, I can go for 50,000 naira. That's how people easily get scammed. And because it's greed and it's something you're not working for it. Your imagination just tells you, since this thing just starts, if I put this certain amount of money in 5 working days, 7 working days, 2 weeks, it will now come
multiply
back and we earn 2x, 3 times that amount. And you did not work for this money. So that's how we just easily get to fall for it. And at the end of the day, now we can cry pass.
But you see those people that are devising scam, like you see all that energy, all that capacity that you're using to now scam people. Why not just
go legit?
Because the truth is that my friend said we're all scamming everybody last. Like even if you are legit, for instance, investors will come and meet you and tell you and pitch you a brilliant idea. It's somehow, on some level, is your greed of, with this investment, I'll make $10 million. But this one, you actually know that, okay, they'll give you issues that, okay, there are risks involved. Yeah. It's a business where we have a lot of like framework that is going on with it. But you know that you are putting your money into something that is supposed to give you, and there are more often than not, there are ways to mitigate that risk. So now the same thing I say, scamming, now scam, if you want to look at them, but you are legit about it because you're actually selling something. But this one, you come and tell somebody you want to money doublers and all of those things, all that energy. If all of them are just gather.
There's this one that they usually do. That they will send you a message. They say, so and so you have won how many million?
Contact Mr. Abu.
Contact Mr. Abu.
To credit your money.
So let's say you won 75,000 naira. How many thousand? Contact so person. Then you now contact the person. Then the person will now start telling you that, okay, that you should send 5K or 20K for them to be able to process your
What are you
document or your paper.
processing? Is it
You don't have
processing admission?
75,000. You, if it's Abu, carry 30,000.
And give Mr.
Give
Mr. Hassan
Mr.
the other
Thompson,
one.
give another 30,000. Me, just send me only 10K. Send me only 10K. But wait, sorry to cut you. I feel like human beings are greedy people.
Definitely.
Because if you tell people to get a job, do work, do something, do stuff, everybody wants to get rich.
Sharp.
This whole
Run out for me,
everything,
no.
quick,
Get
quick.
rich quick.
Do you understand? Everybody wants it quick. Everybody wants it fast. And that's why they keep falling victim. You know, I'm not saying that there are not people who have actually fallen victim of this whole things that we are not greedy. Because there are people who they just take advantage of genuine people who just assume that, okay, you are legit and all of that. You know, they are you take, because for it, okay, there's this movie. I love Jason Statham so much, like one of my favorite actors. And then there's this recent movie that he just did, The Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper.
I love that movie. You know, when I saw that movie, I was like, you not seen Beekeeper?
No, I haven't.
God. The
When I
old
saw-
woman.
When I saw Beekeeper, I was like, Yahoo boys no go like this. Because the guy did with them. It's crazy. Why? Because, okay, the reason why I brought about the movie The Beekeeper was because the woman was not being greedy. Do you understand? It was not like she wanted to do a business with them.
Yeah.
They took advantage
of her.
of her honesty and her naivety, and they made away with all her life savings, and you can imagine how many people have to go through that, like on a daily. You know, someone who has worked for 50 years, 60 years, and all in just like that, you just come and you take everything that belongs to the person and like you go away with it. Like, what do you think is going to happen to you? You see that those people, they don't fear God anymore. I be what?
They don't have conscience. That's one. If we are to come out and say things as it is, and they will tell you, well, one stupid excuse they give is the talk of, now this goes to the Yahoo guys per se. They'll tell you the white people they are trying to get money from are same people that came and did slave trade. One thing. And if you sit some of these guys down and tell them, okay, fine, you talk about slave trade, tell me the history of slave trade, what happened and all. They know nothing about it.
See, that's just a stupid excuse for.
But they still bring up these stupid excuses. And just as Clinton said, if they are to put in their time to do something legit, people will definitely
invest and because, okay, for you talked about, you know what it means to craft a scam, whether a small one, long one.
It's not small one.
It's like you are creating a
real thing,
an
that is not
illusion.
real.
You are creating a full-on system, a narrative that you are selling to somebody that they will not believe and buy into that narrative. Whether you are telling them you love them and you are lying and collecting their money, as in the case of YAHOOZE, or whatever thing you are doing, where you are telling them you have one investment, or even online when you see clickbait, they'll say the president just brought one thing, 50,000 for everybody. You see people clicking
10 gig because the video is getting married.
So, did you do that one recently?
Yes,
now.
That was one of the things that trended.
So it's like you are creating a narrative for people to now believe. It takes a lot to. It's like writing a copy. Or even like when I write some of the things I write in terms of when I craft my narratives for whether cases or maybe I'm doing a research paper and I'm crafting a narrative, I need to write it in such a way that it will convince the next person to now begin to visualize and see in such a way. And I'm like, you have that power and you are not doing anything with it. Your own plan is to look for unsuspecting people. You can only get change. No, don't all those people that are doing scams, but let's be honest. I know people who maybe like at one time or the other, they've said they've been involved in one of these things. And I'm like, it's only change. You can't really get the mega box.
But hush up, you get mega box.
And Lazio was part of his victim.
Hush puppy.
You won't say mega. You won't say hush puppy yourself. In they do a combination of that one, and in they actually hack into systems. So that is like on ephemeral level on its own. But you see those ones that say you just wait, you put something, and you know people are not contacting you, and they are not. I'm like, do you know the kind of power that is? They don't know like that thing itself is a lot of power. It's dangerous, like it's big. Do you know the kind of havoc people have caused with that kind of power, but they are seeing it as what I can be using to do one small thing. And besides, if you want to scam, if you choose that this is life you want to live, why not give us the hush puppy? What is the
Jonas,
why,
don't
why
go
is all
all
this,
out.
why is all this rubbish? You get $2,000 now, come run, go on club, why they disturb everybody? You ain't crazy.
Like, just go all out.
What's your
man.
problem?
See, if I want to do something, I'll do it big, man. If I want to become a internet fraudster or any kind of fraud, I'm going to go.
It has to be loud.
I have to be like the Escobar of that fraud. But of course, it's like saying, I feel like in Nigeria now, the Escobar of fraud is like hush puppy.
I saw one video somewhere, one of these Nigerian musician, Odumodu Black. He said something. He said, look, if you are saying me singing that I'm this big, check, for example, I'm to be a footballer, I'll be very high off the ceiling. Same thing, whatever it is I want to do, I just put
I'll
my
be the
all
client too.
and try to be the best.
Just
of
do
it.
this thing. If you want to do it,
You see,
I'm
but-
not saying you should do it, but if you decide that, okay, this is what I want to be doing, don't settle. I met, like, I had to deal with, there was this issue I had to step into, like, a case study I had to do. It was all about scamming at some point. Then it was about, it was an EFCC. EFCC was, like, charging the guy. Of course, now, client-patient confidentiality, even though we are defending, you have to tell us the beginning. And if you see the time, this guy said it took 2 years to actively construct a profile.
Wow.
Like a profile whether like that, he needed to leave a footprint everywhere for people to now believe something. Like it took him about 2 years. Like he confronted, there was a name, there was an address, there were footprints, there were people who knew him that was in certain places that will make you feel like, okay, if I'm going to give this guy $50 million,
Like traces.
yes, if I'm going to give him $50 million now, he's someone legit. It took him 2 years just to do that.
Wow.
So after doing that for 2 years now, they now start implementing the actual plan. Took another 3 years. I was
5
like,
years.
so just plan one. And how much did this guy say he make? Yeah, that he made about $150 million.
Naira.
Dollars.
Oh, I know
He
that
said-
that is
he said
what
he
I'm
said he
now.
made $150 million. When this guy was telling me like how he created this narrative, the brain power, his team member, I said, $150
If I
million.
want cheap money, I will
Even
cheap
you know the
people.
funny thing, even the guy was arrested, they don't get access to that money. The guy did some kind of some legalese like BS, and maybe threw some of those money inside unknown treasury bonds somewhere, or just put them for some kind location when we say nobody have access.
They're very smart.
The thing they even caught him for them now one kind of nonsense. He said he was doing something and the person he was transacting with made a mistake, and that's why they caught him. So last, if he won't go jail, maybe no go past 3 years to run concurrently. First offense, never. So I'm like, see this person now. He said he wants to scam.
And he did a very big
He did
one.
a big scam.
Okay, check for example now, this same person putting this same number of years, 5 years, to do something positive and see the
You know, go
positive
get
impact.
150 million.
Yes, the 150
You
million.
know,
no
go
go-
get 150 million. yes.
definitely, the $150 million no go get to come. But the change be saying go get to impact in people's life.
Now you know this already they talk.
Nah, just for the positive.
Are you
angle
for or
of it
against scam?
now.
Let's know your stand. Which
Am
of
I
you?
for or against scam?
Yes, what are you saying?
Am I for or against?
Yes, what are you saying?
Me, I'm against anything that is illegal.
But
No, there's no but. I'm
No,
against.
nah,
It's not that to be honest, I'm fascinated by their grit, by their tenacity. Like all those Yahoo boys videos that you see, that some of them are going, the way they are slapping them, the way they are being, like it fascinates me so much to get.
I'm putting myself through this.
Yeah. it fascinates me. Say somebody has you actually have this drive to learn this thing. Do you understand? They will do anything. So for me, it's the drive that come on, man. Okay, I know that this one is not scam, Sha, but Pablo Escobar, man. Come on,
Criminal, you just have a fascination
he's
for
a motherfucking
criminality.
legend, man.
Criminal.
The logistics to control that kind of an empire, I think some of these people should be studied.
If you look at I'm thinking Pablo Escobar now, look at the kind of massive supply chain he has to have.
Yes.
And the ability to keep that supply chain
Check.
Running.
and unknown.
Uh-uh.
It's not maybe it's there in plain sight, but it took a while before you want to find connecting the dots. is a lot. Like, how do we link to now link this supply chain back to him to now actually catch him? You know, say whoever I would do that thing, you will know say you go hold your belt strong if you want to go investigate that kind of person, because it's not be 2 naira like
No, at all.
shit like that person they run.
At
So
all.
my own is like, I just feel that if you know you are doing that kind of thing, why don't you just channel it into something more productive? Like, there are lots you
Some
can,
people is just, I think, well, you really cannot say, because I don't want to make excuses for them.
There are plenty of excuses these people get to
I don't want to
give
make I don't want to.
for reason why they go into doing these things.
excuses that are actually valid
Some
based on
of
their
them
context,
are valid, and
based on their
some
context,
is
and-
based on laziness.
Have you seen this movie, the Tinder? I don't wait. You said
Tinder
laziness. I don't think it's laziness, because these people are not lazy.
you stay away, because I'm
You cannot
imagining
tell me it's laziness.
Laziness in the form of, instead of you to put in your time and do something legal.
It's not laziness.
no, that
At
was
least
not
another word.
because see me now. Okay, when I want to write some scripts now, I want to like put out a script for maybe public health or whatever it is I'm writing now. I go there awake for nights, and I'll just imagine, say, wait, as I dey do this thing now, this thing when I dey write, like this one Yahoo boy dey up.
Oh,
This is
for
not joke. Oh. I'm awake. My eyes are like I'm.
you didn't hear what's this guy's name? Bella Shmurda. When you say, I saw my neck, I saw my this, many days I never sleep. Like, literally, these guys don't sleep, man. They don't sleep. Like, they're awake, like, doing what they do. Like, you get.
But it's quite interesting. Like you said, their tenacity needs to be studied.
Yes,
like,
it needs to be studied, like, understudied, because they keep at it, like, they keep coming,
the determination that one day I go pick.
I go pick.
Hey God! Then when that day comes,
Then
You go know.
Hey, you go know.
I was talking about this movie, the Tinder Swindler.
oh yeah,
You know, that guy is a genius. That guy is so intelligent, and all the things he did, all the crimes he committed, internet fraud, they were not really crimes, because he didn't actually commit any crime. If you follow the documentary of the movie,
I actually didn't watch it now, so I can't really pass like legal judgment.
I watched. I think I watched Tinder Swindler like over 3 times.
Where can I get it?
It's on Netflix now.
Okay.
Over 3 times. The guy is so intelligent that he did all of those things without any traces. And at the end of the day, they couldn't actually prosecute him, because you never sent money to him. What he does is that he gets a girl and spends money on her.
Yeah.
Spends a lot of money. Like, he shows you the lifestyle,
Yeah.
private planes, private events, clubs, yachts, fast cars, designer shoes, everything. Like, the guy know they stay for any hotel, even in 4 seasons. Yeah, like, the guy was living the dream, he was balling, living large. And then, of course, now is the normal normal cards that they play. They give you this impression that, oh, I have it all. And you know, we human beings are easily impressed by a lot of things. Okay. So now these women, when they see this guy, they see him living the life, and they're like, of course, they want that kind of lifestyle. And they're like, okay, this guy is cool, fine, all of that. And then they know that he doesn't need money, because he gives you the impression that he's not poor. You see someone drive a Rolls Royce today, tomorrow he drives a Rari, next tomorrow he's in a Porsche. He's wearing a $150,000 a dollar wristwatch. He's wearing this and that. And the next thing is like, that he has one small financial issue, that one of his accounts was hacked and all of that. Can I get like 30K USD from you? And the girl like, oh, sure. Why? Because they when they get Rolls Royce, they ask you for 30,000. You don't give up. You don't give him. And you're like, okay, after a few days, you're not like, that they are flying. He needs to fly from Prague to somewhere, you know? And then you're like, okay, that he misplaced his credit card, or he did this one, he did that. That's how this women will be sending money. They will send. They will send all their savings. You now encourage them that they should not worry now. She should not worry. She should go and borrow. You know? So, like, this woman, it's just crazy, because...
Was it that deep, though?
It was bad, though.
He's a sweet talker.
And the guy is a Jewish guy. Jewish guy, very smart guy. You know, but for me, I think what the interesting thing for me was that he did all of these things and he went away with it. Because there was actually no trace. Like no trace. Like
No
all.
trace in what
To him, directly to him. There was no
Okay,
there
the
was no
money were
trans-
never sent directly
to him. What he does is that they are sending the money to another girl's account that he's scamming, or you are using the money to pay
for something for him.
a plane ticket, or you're paying for a hotel, or you're paying for a. The guy was bad.
So how does he not get the money back now?
He doesn't get the money. He just wants to ball
He
the life.
just wants to be living the life.
You're using your money to fund his lifestyle.
Yes, he's just using
Because
money to fund
he
lifestyle.
already made a clickbait for you.
That's wild.
Showed you that, okay, money is not my problem. I can do this, I can do that. Then by the time the money is not there, you now be the victim that will get to fund his next lifestyle.
So the guy, like, he kept going and kept going and kept going. And at the end of the day, they don't catch him. He didn't go to prison. All the other women, they had to pay back those debts.
They be broke as
They had to pay back those debts.
forgive my
So-
language.
So like, I just feel like people need to be more cautious and more careful, especially with their finances, with money. Like, there are some things that you come and you tell me from now to tomorrow, I'll not listen to you. Any investment here, like, don't you have dreams? Like, don't you have aspirations, goals that you are working towards? Because I don't even have enough money to fund my passion. Then you're not telling me that I should not remove the small money I have to come and do an investment somewhere.
No, well, they are legit investment. Like, if you do your due diligence, there's that where you see an
For me, I don't
investment.
think that's the time. That's the right time for it. I feel like before I'm going to get into that space where I'm going to start investing in other organizations, if I want to invest, I'll buy shares. Simple.
See,
You
there's one part where we're not paying attention to. Look, most of these people, they are legit places you get to do things legitly, and just by not paying attention to where you're, for example, online banking. You're buying something online, you need to pay with your credit card. If you don't get to check the URL and be sure that there's no mistake here, you will just enter the wrong URL.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, you don't send money, go one wrong person place, or they will just capture your card and the money gets start go.
Because I remember they were like, there was a bunch of URLs were sent to me. Like, I got a warning from one organization.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine worked there, so I subscribed to their newsletter. So she sent me some warnings that citibank.com, for instance, and when you check Citi, then there's a bit of omission. There's there's just one kind of little difference. Say they are not the same.
Yeah.
So if you are sending or you are dropping your credit card, you are doing this on most of this, you have to really
Just
check
pay attention
to what you are
check.
doing.
You know, who has the time to actually like pay attention?
It's the
Pay
same
attention.
problem. It's the same problem. That's why they don't check and nobody reads terms and conditions.
Nobody is because
and conditions
no,
is
those terms
still
of
not
that is
accept
another
and
scam. Why? Because these banks or these organizations, they intentionally make it to
They
be
make it
very,
bulky,
very
they make it
plenty
bulky,
and
so
lengthy,
you're
and it's so tiny. Like, you see terms and conditions, 30 pages, and
You don't
see the
scroll,
font, 30,
and
you
go
have to
down,
zoom in.
accept.
How many days will it take you to read that thing? Like, I remember I just go click yes. You just go and click yes. But then the two things I want to talk about. You see this particular whole scenario you're talking about you gave an example of Citibank, you now make an omission in the spelling or something else.
Yeah.
One guy did that thing. I think he was in Benue State University 1 year, and a lot of students were paying school fees.
Many, even in Uniben, like I heard of a case in Uniben whereby a lot of students, they paid school fees up to 500 level. They thought they were students. They were doing clearance. They were paying for everything. When some of them got to 500 level, 400 level, when it was time to do like final screening,
clearance.
they're like, you're not a student. Yeah, you've not
Sometimes
been.
it's just sheer wickedness.
Yeah, so like it was wild. Like they didn't know. The guy closed.
If it's a one-time thing, I can understand. But
No, one time.
for you to do this,
They
thing
kept
to
on
somebody,
paying.
100 level, 200 up.
It started from the admissions. The admissions itself was fake. The admission was fake. So then I gained admission. The website had been cloned. I heard the story happened in Uniben. So they now kept on paying and paying until they got to where they would do their screening. Then I got that, not be scared to this.
Okay, the other thing I wanted to say, you now, 12 now, I did like this.
Yeah.
If somebody mistakenly sends money to your account,
Well, true life story. 2021, I was in Yenagua, Bayelsa State, and I needed money to come back up north, and what I needed was 5K. I called home. and my father agreed to send me the money. Before the money was to send to me came in, I received an alert from somebody I don't know. I contacted the
You say
bank.
send 5K.
No, 27,000 naira until tomorrow. Nobody has called me to ask for the money for me.
Miracle money.
That is the
get
conclusion. Even
miracle.
me myself, till tomorrow, I'll still tell you it's miracle money. But people keep making this kind of mistakes because we don't carefully check to see correct names, correct account numbers, URLs of whatever site you are going to buy something for. We just tend to make this mistake. And also, some of us get to receive this so-called miracle money, and we know they do due diligence to look for a way to return.
You say due diligence.
Okay,
but
let me just drop this now, like, because for this question you asked, right? So let's say, for instance, now I'm saying, and maybe the person even calls me back. So like, please, I need you to like return the money. It was the wrong time. Maybe the person somehow gets my contact and like ask for a reversal. I should send the money back.
Yeah.
Very simple. I'll be able to send the money back. And this is why. My mom, a long time ago, she drummed it into my ear. She want to scam somebody. You want to steal, or you want to do anything stupid. If that money will not give you generational wealth, then you have no business doing that thing. If it's not going to, I'm not saying that my mom was like, I'm not supporting this thing. No. I'm not saying you should go and start looking for how to steal generational wealth. But he said, but why would you now, as a person, sit down and say you want to steal? Maybe they mistakenly send maybe 20K to your account or 50K, and the person is calling you that is a mistake. Please send my money back. You are not doing.
Don't send it back.
I was like, with that money, it help you to like get generational wealth. If it will not, my son,
let me
it's
not
not
lie.
what. It's
Let
not
me
what.
not lie. As I am like this.
Bro, I don't suffer.
As I am like this. If you mistakenly send money come my account, when you call me, now you go to beg you, bro. I don't have to.
Oh yeah, so Tilo.
No, it's not gone. It's not gone though. It's
still there.
It's not gone. It's still there. But when you call me, they beg me say, bros, I beg. Now you say, I'm like,
Boy, you're crazy. What if you ask?
I don't know. Well, I will beg the guy. Even at 20K is over, I say I will beg you. Because bros, no one just send 10K.
You stank your guide.
Because I don't like, to be honest, I'll send the money back. Not like I won't send the money back, but our bros.
You go beg.
I will not beg you, I will not like JJD, I will not beg you. Maybe don't sign me something so that everyone will not do alright. Everyone will not
Fair enough.
I beg, you still want to do something?
No. That I think that was, I really like made my point.
Okay. Guys, first of all, thank you to all our subscribers, our followers on Twitter, on TikTok, Instagram. We thank you all. We appreciate you all. Do more for us as we keep doing more to give you good content and all of that. And then before we go, lastly, again, I will keep doing this and I'll keep saying this. Please, a big shout out to the Olive Place.
OLIVE.
The Olive Place, man. Please check out the Olive Place. Check their Instagram. Check them out. Google them and, see the reservations and what.
I beg, check them. Patronize them so that we self-figure. Maybe.
I mean like that's the best. That's the best sticker. Is it a sticker? That's the best sticker ever. This guy
no vex. Try.
Okay, guys. See you on the next episode. Peace out, man. One love.
One love.